SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family.
Welcome to the SRTV Shortlet Apartment in Lagos. If you're looking for a place to spend your weekend, to have your movie shot, to do all the great things, and you are in Lagos, give us a call. But that's not the trouble we have facing this morning. Nigeria is at a stand. We're on a standstill, and we're trying to move forward. We identify a problem in Nigeria. So we're going to try and look at it today together. And this show is called State of the Nation. This is the show where we actually take a look at a particular issue. My guests are ready, and they're here with me. So let me quickly add them to the show. They're all ready. Always angry with me. The old man is always their problem. A very good morning to you, young ladies.
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
This is the one I provoke like this. Are we safe? Anyway,
This one you're putting on my favorite color.
Today, I said
my favorite color this morning. My network. I hope it's not.
Who? Dorcas or you or who?
Dorcas.
Dorcas is putting on because this is how Mary normally dress. Some red and black. Because I can tell Nana Mary style. Dorcas is right. That's her favorite color. Whether or not one become you know, say we know the practice lesbianism for Nigeria. Why Mary they admire woman? You know, they admire that. Anyway, today we're going to take a look at a very critical topic in Nigeria. Let's take a look at a very critical sector. I tried to touch upon it last week, and I want to play with it with my guests today. As you know, they were not going to listen to me. Let's take a look at the judiciary in Nigeria. All right? Young women, I want you guys to be open-minded, and I want everybody in Nigeria to understand this today. We said there are three arms of government. Do you feel the judiciary? Do you feel the judiciary is there? Are they loud enough? I mean, you see people in the House of Rep, the Macpabio, all this one, that is one, right? We know President Tinubu. Do you hear of the judiciary? I'm listening to you, young ladies. The question is to my ladies and to all of you out there. How loud do you really hear of this very and perhaps the most important aspect of government? I want to hear from Gloria. Gloria, are you satisfied with the noise you hear from the judiciary? Do you hear from them enough?
We don't even hear any noise. Not to even say the noise we hear from them. We don't hear any noise at all from them.
So it's like they don't exist. As Abuja, do you guys agree? Where are they? Disappear? It's not time to disappear. It's a fact, Gloria. You're right, and I'm sure Dorcas will agree with us that
the last time we heard from the judiciary was after the election when Peter took the election. That was the last time we heard from the judiciary.
Okay, you see, and it was just the court, you know.
Yes.
And it's sad because why did I bring this topic in? Is that there are three equal arms of government. Three. No one is bigger than the other. The only reason we hear only of President Tinubu because Tinubu controls the money. They are the one that spends the money. And in Nigeria, they have assumed other powers that does not belong to them. That's why we hear so much the president, we hear so much the governors. Otherwise, the speaker and the Senate president, they are as powerful as the president. Yes. And then the Chief Justice of the Federation is the Baba. But unfortunately, in Nigeria, we don't hear about them. And like Dorcas rightly said, the last time we heard of the judiciary was when we had election and there were disputes. Now, this is, I want Nigerians to listen to this very carefully. This is very important. Nigerians, the only arm of government, let me put it this way, the only people trained to govern, the only people with the right training. See, no, when I was doing the show, the next president show in Asaba, in the press conference, there's something Stella Amata said. She said, there are two important things in our life that yet we are not prepared for it. I want you guys to think of the two important things in my life. I'm going to help you guys. And you either agree with me or not, whether we are prepared for it. One, for me, is governance. The most important thing we need in Nigeria today is government. Who really prepared? Do you have any school where they go to school to prepare people to govern us?
No.
We don't have it. It's not like we neglect film production and we have theater art, but we don't have film production in our Nigerian universities. So this important aspect of our life, the people to govern us, which is the major challenge we face today. How come we don't have a school for them? But actually we have. That's what I'm going to say today. Let me tell you another.
What we have what they learn is political science, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. We just go into government.
Political science is actually studying. It's like somebody studying sociology as well. It's studying politics, which is simply management and all that.
Yes, they are all they are under the same faculty.
They are not taught the main art of governance.
Yes.
They are not taught those ones.
Exactly. So the people that study the structure of governance, how government work, the intricacies of governance is actually the when you study law, and those are the judicial arms of government. Unfortunately, we don't recognize them. But let me identify another areas, because I have a lot of young girls here. You see, one area where they don't educate, especially Africans, enough, is marriage. You know, the most important thing in our life is we're going to get married. Any child growing up is going to get married, right? How prepared are they for the marriage? You see, in Africa, if you be gay, they're not going to tell you what they do. The day one of my hair, the day one affects you in a period, no problem. You understand? Because we are not prepared. See, two important things in our life, yet we are not prepared. We are not prepared for marriage, we are not prepared for governance. And that is why I'm trying to say that but in Nigeria, we are lucky to have the people trained to understand the law. The law is the government. You see, it's not Tinubu. Tinubu is not the government of Nigeria. Tinubu is administering the government of Nigeria. The government of Nigeria is a set of rules we have put down to govern us. Let me put it this way. Do you understand? There are rules we have in Nigeria. Say you cannot do this. Oh, when you do this, this is how we should do things in Nigeria. This is the government. That is the government of Nigeria. Now, an arms is set up to administer that. Someone will say the government of Tinubu, the government of Nigeria insists whether Tinubu or not, there will always be a government. If Tinubu leave, another person will come. That person will what? Administer Nigerian government. So the government is there. The government is the law that governs us. I want to see government that way. That will say government of the people, by the people, for the people. That is in politics. True governance is the rules we have agreed to govern us. Now we have three arms. Like you rightly said, young ladies, we never heard of the judiciary. We hear of Akpabio. Akpabio has been in the big news. Between Akpabio and Natasha, there's nothing short of news in Nigeria. Are we right? Yeah, Akpabio, the Senate, and Natasha. That's only what you get when women and men meet together. I can tell you, there will always be trouble. Anyway, and then we hear of Tinubu. Tinubu has been there for all the controversies. All right. So the question I ask is, where are we? Why is this very important arm of government? The people actually trained to govern. Why are they not there? Why?
They are there, but they are not functioning.
Thank you, my daughter. So we want to ask, why are they really not functioning? You see, why I want to approach this matter today is this. We just with a new elected INEC this man has been appointed by the president. All right, I want to bring this picture back. I don't say when I bring this picture, Dukas with the verse. Dukas not verse. I don't say na your home.
He has started working already, Daddy Chris.
He has started working already.
Newly elected election.
He has resumed office.
He has started. Yes.
That is a good one. This is a thing we want to see. We want to see them.
Yes, he has started working.
Okay. Mary, first, let me force the appointment of this man. And maybe if we can understand that, maybe then we can know that ignorance is not a problem for us. Now bring the photo of the man. Tinubu, I don't know what be the right judgment. When they say Tinubu and his ESCO now go choose INEC chairman for us. That's my problem. It's beyond him. That is an aspect, that's something that should be handled by the judiciary. But I'm going to explain that. Let's for Tinubu appointment first. This guy, let me bring him quickly back. I'm moving now. Let's give you the stuff. And today I made a night there. Mary, now you and this. You not talk. Today we are giving Mary to you. I say make us leave Mary. Mary say no, she's here.
Today. You say what?
Now you go into this marriage. See your clothes here. See your clothes with her.
Obviously, you are giving me to all the politicians. The way you are giving me to all the politicians, I'm supposed to be a rich lady by now.
No, very
I'm
true.
supposed to be
Very
rich.
You
are just giving them to me and they don't know.
No, don't worry. They are coming. Where the money they go? I
am supposed to be rich because the queen has obviously giving me to all the politicians.
Not
NLC chairman, no. Federal.
Where did they misbehave?
No, our minister of the Federal Republic
of
Nigeria is Mary.
Not only three.
Which other?
Now only three. I gave you to.
Yeah, we carry these three people. Is she supposed to be broke? She's supposed to have money now.
People get money. No worry, money they come. Anyway, this guy.
She's supposed to have money. That's the truth.
Professor, let's hear Professor. Professor he's a senior lecturer, almost to the VC. I don't know his real office. He's a senior lecturer in the University of Jos. What did he study? Criminology. Okay. He's a lawyer, yes, but he's a criminologist.
Yeah.
Okay. My question is, why would a criminologist be the one to run the affairs of INEC? We know he's a lawyer, but his specialty is criminology. If you are looking for the qualified people to run the office, he will not be the one to be selected. The job of the INEC chairman is somebody who understands administration, law, and constitution. So 3 ingredients: constitution, administration, and the law. This man is an expert in the law and law, criminal law. This guy, you know why they pick on him quickly? Anytime we see lawyers today, or we see the judiciary, our mind goes straight to the court. And what do we see in the court? The last one, like Doka said, case we finish election, we are in the court. We are going there to fight. We have reduced the judicial sector to only court cases. And that is why Tinubu will appoint a criminal lawyer to head INEC. We need a constitutional lawyer. Young people, go and look at Obama's background. Obama is a constitutional lawyer. So all this law is not the same. If you study law, you go be solicitor for UK. If you be study law, you go come be barrister. Solicitor, not they go court self for here. But they are business lawyers. The fact that they make money pass. When you drag oil company, you get case between 2 oil company. You as a lawyer, you dey smile. There are some lawyers that specialize in properties. So somebody, because I'm a lawyer, I've been a senior lecturer, I cannot go and head INEC. There's a noise coming from somewhere. Just check. You see, that's my problem. We put the wrong people in the wrong offices. Why would the criminal lawyer be the one to head a very, very sensitive place? Maybe they find him very attractive, the boy and a fine guy. I know, Professor, thank you. You'll be fine, man. That's why I give merit to you, but you will pay. So, but the serious issue here is we need to be serious with ourselves, our lives. As Nigerians, if we're going to achieve results, we will not be putting the constitutional lawyer. I know they will not agree with this argument. It's baseless, But I just want Nigeria to identify that the reason why he is being picked upon, because when we see lawyers or the law or the judiciary today, they might go straight to the court. But these guys are more than the court. They're more than the court. I'm interested in the judicial arms of government today. They are more than the court. Let's look at it on that way. Mary, when a policeman arrests you, they say something to you. Have you seen the way the police administer to arrest you and when a soldier man arrests you? Even in Nigeria, you know the soldier men are barbaric. They come in with a slap, you know, sir. They can shoot you.
The policeman is more merciful in terms of treating their fellow humans. That's the truth. Because the soldier man might even. No, that Chris. It's more merciful because it is a soldier man that will see you as an elderly person and tell you to do frog jump, to kneel down, for maybe violating one thing, or there's a way you might even look at him from your vehicle. If he's not pleased with the way you looked at him, you will come down and pick the dirt on the floor. Why a policeman will not do that? So in terms of treating Nigerian citizens, the policeman is more merciful. And that is why we always take it for granted. The reason why we look down on our policemen, apart from the fact that they want to always extort money from their fellow Nigerians, I feel like we are not scared of them, but we are scared of soldiers. You see a soldier, if they're in this checkpoint, if you are in your bike or whatever, you have to step down, you have to walk through. Then maybe the bike man have to kind of carry the bike by himself and pass through their checkpoint. Then you walk through with your foot. When you pass that checkpoint, that's when you enter back and you begin to move. You don't do that when you say policeman. You get. So that's the two difference between them. That was like the last time when you were talking about the civilian regime, the military regime. Sometimes it looks scary when we talk about the military regime, because are we going to be able to face the military when they come into our place? Because they're everywhere. You got to be scared, because these people, even with the way you dress, if you're not well dressed, you might be punished for it. So it's not something we want to even experience. That's it.
I like that. What do you guys think in Asaba? Asaba, do you think that the police, what do you see between the difference between the way the police behave and the way the military behave? I know today now, when you have somebody you want to call the military, Mary has identified some areas. Go on.
Mary has said it all now. The way the policemen treat us and the way the military, the army treat us is different. The police are more friendly. They listen to us. If we have an issue, we can, comfortably go and tell them that, see the problem I have, and this and that. And sometimes they follow us to solve it. But in the case of the army, when you see them, you are frightened already. So how can you go and meet them? When you see them from far, you don't know what you will do that will make them angry. So you give them that space. You cannot go to them for anything because they're always angry. They look at you and they are angry. You don't do anything to them, they are angry. They're always angry. So they are not friendly for us to relate with.
A very good one. So I want you to compare these two. This is a very good way to look at the Nigerian state today. You know why? Because the policeman is trained. He's trained to to enforce the rule of law. The army is trained to protect the law. Their own is aggressivity, to protect the land. Sorry. Army are not trained to enforce the law. They are trained to protect the territory of the Nigerian state. They're ready to fight. They are trained to fight. You understand? But policemen are trained to what? To enforce the law. The first thing a policeman will say to you when you are under arrest, he said you have the right to remain silent. Then what they do? They quote you the law. On a good day, I know they misbehave in Nigeria. When a policeman arrests you in the UK and anywhere in the world, that is how it is in Nigeria. They will tell you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. Immediately that law is there. They are again, you see, this is what I'm saying. They are again, they are another aspect, very critical aspect of the society. Again, what do we see with them today? They are the one now. They are like why do you see them? They be area boys. You see them, since policemen on the pickup of a senator. Hey, hit the road. But these people are trained, they are people, they understand the law. That's exactly when you look at the judiciary. Let me look at the judiciary together here. The judiciary are trained to understand the law. Tinubu is not. Tinubu is a politician who is voted into office. Let me put it this way. A school sir can be president of Nigeria. Shehu Shagari was a school certificate holder. He was a school teacher. He was voted as a president. And rightly so. But somebody who is not trained in the law can never be this. I don't like this hat they wear and this robe when they wear. But if you are not trained, you cannot be in the judiciary. You are trained. The essence of this training is so that you understand the law, so that the law becomes part of you. Anything you do, the law governs you. This is a lawyer hardly breaks the law. It's just like, because he knows the implication of doing so. That's why a policeman is careful. When you carry camera now, they show policeman this one, he go to fear. But if you show soldier man camera, he go shoot you.
Well, that's the only reason they shoot during the protest. The truth is, if you have been around during any protest, they don't tell you that they shot someone, they killed someone because they're protesting. No.
Yeah, that's the network a little bit giving us a trouble there. This is a very important topic. Thank you, Mary, but this is very important. The policeman is trained to understand the law. My question is, yes, and now we hear you. Go on.
The policemen, they arrived the scene. So even when the Nigerian youth were kind of telling them, you're also suffering like us. So I don't know why you are against us doing the needful by calling on the government to better the country. They were not reacting. Yes, they were with their guns from their helos, stepped down from their helos. They were there. They are not happy with the whole situation. But when the whole shooting started, was when you put the camera in front of them. So they have a problem with when you want to make video of them. Just like I'm with my uniform, doing my job, and I know that my face will not be on the social media. So before you know, they had to start shooting, pouring their normal tear gas and all of that. So I now begin to understand that most of the things that leads to this shooting is even the camera, when you want to make video of them, which was the same issue I had the other time.
Yeah.
Simply because you asked me that the crew is to go make one video like that I was going, and that was when I had issues with also the policemen because of the video. They don't want you to make video of them. No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't
like
want
it.
to video them.
And
Yes.
maybe the policemen are good. If we are to be the soldier man, he will shoot straight before you open the tap. You understand? They're not trained. You know why? They're not trained to understand the law. The policeman might be bad, but trust me, the military is your worst enemy. Not because of their bad intention, because they are not trained to be in a civilized way. There's a word called civilized. A civilized person will do one thing, obeys the law. Do you know the difference between an educated person and a civilized person? You can be educated and uncivilized. Let me differentiate that. An educated person is somebody who have read, very well learned, very knowledgeable, but he might not even understand how that he needs to obey the law. Then he's not educated. A civilized person is somebody that obeys the law, because we are all in this place now. The only reason I cannot rape you is because the law does not allow me. We must respect the law. That is a civilized person, even when it's not good for me. A civilized society is a society governed with rule of law. And that is all I've been truly trying to drive at. The only people, again, trained That's why you don't send, on a good day, you don't send military into the population. In the UK, I've never seen the military men sent to go and what to do what? You don't send military to the population because they're going to shoot at people. They don't understand. But the policeman is trained to talk to you, they manage situation. So that is the difference. So my question is, if you guys agree with this, then why are we still having? Yes, if that is the case, why are we still having this very crucial issue? Let me ask, why is the policeman under executive? Why are they not under the civilized arms of government? Wait, if you go to court, if the policeman arrests you, it doesn't take you to Tinubu. Gloria, I want you to understand this. Policeman arrests you today. If you do anything wrong, where did he take you to? To the station and to the station. Court. And from the station, normally you go to where? The court. So the police is is under the judicial arms of government. They are the one that enforce the law. The police have no business being appointed by the president again. There should be no reason to have the police under the Ministry of whether internal affairs, I don't care. That policing must be under the judiciary because they understand the law. The soldier does not understand the law, so you can give that one to Tinubu so that he can govern, he can rule over the land, he can do everything. That is for Tinubu. But this important aspect of our life, which is the police, should be under the judiciary. Unfortunately, it's not so, even around the world. So it's that increase arguing this. So it's not as if it's written that is how it's supposed to be. So just to get the facts straight here. So I'm making my own case here, and I'm sure maybe I was getting a call, so it do happens like that. Nigerians, today is a day that we need to talk to each other about ourselves, and that's what we're doing. I'm taking a look at a big swap at what we get with the Nigerian military, the Nigerian police. I'm looking at the judicial arms of government, which is the headline for today. We can't feel the impact of the judiciary. They appear dead, not because so, but because we fail to understand that they are the most important arms of government. Because one, they are the only people trained to understand the law. Like I said, the law is the government of the land. We are not governed by Tinubu. You are not being governed today by Tinubu. You are not governed by House of Rep. You are governed by the law. Some people come and they make the law. Okay. Based on what you want. Tinubu is, the job of executive is to administer the day-to-day affairs of the country. And that includes protecting our lives and properties. And actually growing our economy. But they forgot that anyway. But the judiciary are the only arms of government that is trained to execute that law. Executive don't execute law. Anything about law, you know where they go? They throw it to the judiciary. So this is a very important answer. That's why I'm arguing that if we want to think right, the police should be an arm of the judiciary. If the judiciary has been constituted. Unfortunately, we don't even have judiciary in Nigeria, like these young people said here today. The only time we hear of the court, or the court, this when they go to court cases in Nigeria, election, we don't rig election finish, we they go court. And today, we they wonder why is INEC not independent? That is exactly what I was trying to say. That the whole topic, I'm going to drive it to the independence of the INEC. If the judiciary is not independent, and the INEC is not under the judiciary, there will be no free and fair election in Nigeria. Come with all the things you like, they will fraud it. Technology is powerful. Oh yes, BVAS is good. Did they not bypass beavers? During the last election, we have beavers, right? Politicians, they bypass it. The power of the humans, you see, because somebody's going to manufacture the AI you see. AI is controlled by what you tell AI to do. AI don't say things on their own. You prompt AI to do something for you. So whatever device you project today in Nigeria, whatever election system we decide to work with, the people there, the electoral empire, can maneuver it. So when we talk about, we want independent of INEC, like their word said, Independent National Electoral Commission, they can never be independent if they are being administered by people who doesn't understand it. They can only be independent of the INEC if and only if the judiciary is independent. Once the judiciary is independent and you put INEC under the judiciary, then we are free. Let me explain that a little bit more. I can see as Abuja, you guys are back. Mary, the one that they break my heart, now so now they do for Abuja. When I go, come, go. If they just do now one thing, now don't run. Now waiting women be. We don't they used to now.
Don't mind my country. My country
now,
people.
No, Nigeria and women. Not Nigeria will pray for this one. Now women they break people heart like this. I go stay. I go see at the soon I go disappear. See these women, they disappear in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Anyway, something we're talking is very serious, very serious. We've already identified that we don't even know that the judiciary exists because, you know what, they've been reduced. You know who paid them? The executive paid them. You know who paid the legislative arm? The executive paid them. And there's a saying that he who plays the piper dictates the tune.
That's true.
If I pay you, you not do what I'm talking, nobody will fire you.
That's it.
So, what can this man do?
Now why Dangote take decision? Everybody they run kitty kata kata.
Exactly.
On top Dangote decision.
Whether I like them or not, Dangote go say he want close the company. What do you want to do? You understand? So this man will never be independent as long as he is appointed by this man. That is the biggest trouble because, like I said, Mary, Beavers last election, we know that there was Beavers. Beavers was working until the presidential election. They not say that they not go favor them. They disorganize them. They bypassed it, and they won. Allegedly.
Yes, sir. The problem with this whole thing is, as long as we're thinking that the pattern is going to change, but the fact that the pattern did not change, people might not really have that interest to want to go and register for a voter's card. That's why they keep complaining that there are low outcome of people in the east, in the south to register for a voter's card, because if the electing of the INEC chairman at least took a new turn this time around, people would have said, okay, Nigeria, we are ready for election.
We are ready.
So let's see how we vote. Yes.
Exactly.
But we are still in the old pattern.
God
It
bless
looks as if you are wasting their time. People are busy. They don't have time to come and sit and go and register. Tomorrow you come and tell me that the person that is supposed to be accountable to you will go against you. How is that possible?
I know.
That's the
my
problem.
daughter, it's sad. And I can just imagine the frustration in the eyes or even the head of every Nigerian. When you talk of election, I say, I beg you, they don't win finish. Tinubu don't win finish. Well, in fact, in my place, but what they don't win finish. Meaning there's no need for election. The people who are genuinely going to be able to contest are afraid. Because these guys have kidnapped the INEC, they have all the money to themselves. So what are you going to do? There's only one way to break this yoke. It's not going to be broken by Beavers. If Beavers will break and Beavers will break last time. These guys, they will bypass Beavers. They will bypass every technology. Bring say as we vote now, they read for them. They will change the result. As long as the umpire, the INEC is not independent, there's no hope. You finish. You go let Tinubu appoint another INEC boss. So the INEC boss not be Tinubu man. Tinubu will appoint the enemy, may come take over, may come drive am from office. Hello,
they keep announcing it's Kogi State. What's our business with his tribe? They keep announcing, they keep making it clear to you that it's from Kogi State. No, it's not from his tribe. So the gullible Nigerians will not be moved. That one is, they are just talking stories. That's the truth. Because at the end of the day, we are not even concerned about the tribe. Who appointed you? So you are working for somebody.
Is that not who appointed you, not the tribe? The only, and the way the tribe is important. When Goodluck go appoint Hausa man, appoint Jega as INEC chairman, now they move Goodluck. Because they were not listening to Goodluck. Not be honest, school make Jega get that mind. Jega get the support of his people. Go and do this. We are behind you. Tinubu go bring another Yoruba man. So he go vote, he go remove Tinubu from office. What did they say? You didn't whine me. Me, I go take my hand, put you there, you can't remove me from office. It's not working. Listen, there's no selflessness. The God even taught us to be selfish. You know what Jesus Christ said? You shall not take the food of the children of the dogs to the children, the food of the children to the dog. You cannot give the food of the children to the dog. Not me talking, Jesus talking. By nature, we will discriminate. So that is why it is very unsafe to ignore the judiciary, who are the only arms of government that would have served as an umpire. And even setting up a judicial arms of government, putting INEC there, is not enough. They should have their own money. You see, wait. Very, very easy. Today, the law says, the Nigerian law says, and 13% of the money realized from my area should be given to the Sopade to help to grow the land. That's why every month the Sopade gets about 13 billion naira. They know say I not to like them, so they bring their matter up all the time because they are a big total failure. Mary, so there can be a law that a certain proportion of money goes to the judiciary for them to do their job. So they don't wait for Tinubu to tell them how much they're going to get. They are independent arms of government. How can I be independent if you are paying me? How can the judiciary be independent if the executive is the one paying the judiciary? So I can cut the money coming to you and you say you are independent. Even the legislative arms of government, they are not independent. That's why you see them on your mandate. You never see Tinubu go to House of Rep and Senate. On your mandate, we shall stand. If you never sing that song, money never come. You think these guys love Tinubu? Wait, Mary. You think guys in Senate, they love Tinubu? Make I hear you. What they love is the money.
Nigeria is a case of if you cannot beat them, you join them. That's just the clear case of Nigeria. So if you're in office and you know that going to the other side will not favor you, you join those in power. That is what is happening. Because tell me how a state, a PDP state defecting, still on C2, defecting to APC.
You're all done the defect now. Your governor.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. This is a PDP state and you're already defecting. You're still on C2. It's not as if they are doing a new election.
Doctor, young lady, Edith, Delta State don't defect. He carry all of us. He not defect.
Same thing with Almighty Enugu.
Same thing with Akwa Ibom State.
That's what they do.
It's well low.
Now you could wonder, say, why is this happening? If the judiciary were to be independent, Oboriviri would not have defected today. Because Oboriviri is scared whether he go get the ticket again, whether they will allow him to have a free fall. He was not going to come back. If the boy has not defected, Nama, if the man has not defected, they won't come back.
They are all everyone in office now. Their aim is just secure your slots for next term.
Thank you, my daughter.
Just secure. That's just it. That's what they are doing now.
And whether you like it or not, politician will be politician. The first job, if you are a pro politician, Your first task is to win the election first. Sorry. You might look at it as selfish. If he's not a governor, can he do the job? So his first job is to win the election. And he wins the election by all means necessary. That's why you see them do what they're doing. If we want to avoid that, then there should be an independent body to conduct the election. And the body can never be independent if they don't have the strong structure behind it. Even if you give them enough money, they will not still be strong enough. They cannot be under the president who appoints them. They should be appointed by an arm of government that does not shake. I said something the other day. Mary, I was comparing that. I came on the show and I said, when do we have local government? When we have kings? Because my king is not going to go away. He's going to be there. A governor will come and go. Another governor will come and go. He doesn't go anywhere. How about they go transfer? That man is likely not going to listen to you. You're not going to help him to win an election. So you have a problem. The money was supposed to come to my local government. You will give it to my king if he's in charge of the local government. But it's not so. Why? Because they have to put in somebody they want. Oboriwori is in charge of all the local governments in Delta State. Now he put them there. Now they blame the federal government. Come to the state. There's only a state in Nigeria where you see that the local government are from another party. If PDP win now, the whole state, the whole local government will be PDP. If APC they win, the whole local government will be APC. Because the governor they are the real oppressors. You know what? They oppress them with the money. Like you all know, the money of local government will go to me governor first. So now governor, they see how you spend the money. In fact, the money now their governor, they make money. If they tell you what the governors are making from local government, you will be crying for this country.
The case of Beavers, it was just to lure Nigerians to come out to vote, because, and it was also a way of getting money. We used so billion for the Beavers machine, and we did this, we did that. Nothing. They all had all these things planned out. It was just a camouflage.
Eddie, no, I don't think so. I think the people that came up with Beavers, they meant well. This is the problem.
Yes, that they meant well, but these things were maneuver. You know that thing that yes. You bring something saying, "Oh, this exactly. One will help us," and then they maneuver it. So even with because right. the government, yes, that decrease. If the
why were they able to maneuver it?
If the government knew that these Beavers would be means of free and fair election, they would not allow that Beaver stay.
Okay,
they wouldn't have allowed.
You know why Beavers was allowed? Let me tell you. Buhari was leaving. Beavers was not going to affect Buhari election again. So Buhari didn't care. He allowed Beavers. You understand? So Beavers was meant well. But this is the problem. Only Beavers could not solve the problem. Because the people can maneuver it.
It was maneuver.
Now, yes. So what they did was they maneuver. If they allowed Beavers to work, another result would have been seen in Nigeria today. Maybe.
Exactly.
But they won't. Oh, all of a sudden, the Beavers was no more working. Oh, they could not transmit the result electronically. By the time you allow somebody to change the result, before the result will leave my village, go to Abuja, you know how many changes don't enter?
That is it now. You know? Even the polling unit I was, when they announced the result, I was shocked because I know who won. I know who won in my polling unit.
But the
result was another thing. The result was another thing. I was shocked. I was like, broad daylight. So these things are being manipulated.
And now, how many voices do you have to go and challenge them?
No, who even know me?
You see, so there are cases like that. So that's the problem. My daughter, but you would have been secured if INEC was under the judicial arms of government, not under Tinubu, and you are now protected by the law. And now, since there are two people I'm asking for, I said the police should be controlled by who? The judicial arms. INEC should be controlled by who? The judicial arms. So during the election, it's not the presidency that deploys the policemen. It's the judiciary.
Daddy Chris, don't forget that these people is just the judiciary. The people there can still obey the Tinubu himself.
No,
If we want
Tinubu
the judiciary,
no. If Tinubu is not in charge, how can they obey him? Let me tell you what
if
is going on.
Tinubu should put his people in place, what do you think will happen?
No, the question is who will be recruiting the policemen? It will be Tinubu.
It's Tinubu now.
No, in that case, the judiciary will recruit policemen. The judiciary will control the appointment of policemen. The judiciary will set up the INEC. They will appoint the INEC chairman. That way, Tinubu and the legislator, they have no say. You foresee them, they go run up and down. We cannot change Nigerian election. You know, I've listened to a lot of books. I've read a lot of books. All they say is electronic transfer is the solution. Is this and that. None of them will work. If you like, bring the most effective system of elections in the world. Bring it to Nigeria. The human factor, they will maneuver it. Until you separate this power, until you make the judiciary important, make them independent and in charge of election and policing, we are in trouble. So you go into election in 2027, what are you going to see? Who's going to deploy the policemen? Tinubu. Who's going to deploy INEC? Tinubu. What is the result? Tinubu. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, we know. Unless Tinubu choose to kill himself, because Natime Tinubu to go commit suicide. If not, Tinubu want to remain in power. So he should do things to remain in power. Now you say make he do things to kill himself. Are you telling Tinubu to do things to remove himself from power? Where is the logic in us? Am I making sense, my people? Nigerians, you listening to me? Nigerians, are you expecting Tinubu to commit suicide? Because Tinubu making sure the election is over free and fair. You are telling him to get out. That is if he doesn't get the right vote. And from what is going on...
they want him to run. They want him to run away like Madagascar president. That free and seats became vacant. Yes, so that's what they want him to do. But we don't know that sometimes they, you know, when if he leaves his seat at this kind of situation now, they are going to bring one of the army leader now. So when the army leader is in seat as the president, what do you expect? Army is everywhere.
Nobody can even
so we'll see how it goes.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, leaving office is being voted out. Tinubu will not allow himself to be voted out of office. So
he cannot.
He cannot.
Even in a dream.
Exactly. So, and the only people that can make sure Tinubu remains there, number one is INEC. He has appointed his man. I don't know. Sorry, sir. We know Tinubu will not appoint his enemy as INEC chairman. He will not. Somebody he cannot trust. He will not. He's not stupid.
The truth is that there's nobody will be a president, you get, and you expect the person to leave their seat for you. It's everywhere in every sector.
Good luck did it.
Everybody's not. That's why they always use him as an example now. You think say they always say you think say everybody are good luck.
No, they're threatening Good luck too. Good luck didn't do it because he wanted to. They tell us.
You can come and threaten Tinubu and let's see if he's going to fall for your threat. You can come and threaten him.
No, the only
everybody that fall for threat.
No, may I tell you the truth.
Said?
You know people threaten Tinubu. Tell her make Donald Trump threaten her. Tinubu go mess. That's exactly what they did to Good luck. They put Good luck and Buhari and all of them down. Say the result of the election must be respected. Any attempt or group of attempt or an attempt on a calculated one to change the result or to disallow the result, you'll be dealt with. We'll come carry you. If America tell us now, say, Mr. Tinubu, the election must be fair and fair. If you don't, make it come from Donald Trump mouth, because Donald Trump don't know law. You need an old-fashioned style to correct what is going to go on in Nigeria. Unless this man tell them, let me use the word, I know they miss words. Unless Donald Trump come there interested in Nigerian affair, he can't tell them, say, okay, this next election, 1, 2, 3, Mona come. If we not change the result with the wash, we are coming. You know what they will do? They will sit up. That is why Goodluck handed over. Goodluck was not a saint, and he's still not. Do we still have that time? Because Nigeria was at a breaking point. If you watch that good luck election, it was a dangerous time. Nigeria was going to break. There's going to be outbreak.
The energy that Buhari used during that election, that he chased good luck away. I thought when he was in seat as a president, he will use that energy. He will use that energy to do other things. At the time, the only thing we hear is, I wasn't aware that this thing happened. Everything that happened in the country then, he was never aware. He became so unaware. But when he was never aware.
And
to fight.
But this is the same unaware method self. Now Tinubu still they use. Tinubu too is still not aware sometimes.
Yes.
In some cases, he's not aware. Yes.
No, let's not miss words. They are never aware. And this is the problem we have. My children, you guys are right. You see, Nigeria, our problem is solved by only two things. Either a superpower, somebody might get power past Tinubu, one up. Say if you do this, we go deal with you.
Now God, now pray to God. Now God,
that's why we go to church. No, that's why we go to church on Sunday.
Yes. How about the United Nations? Can't they intervene?
No, United Nations, they be talking shop. You know what? You know shop, the place where workshop where people they talk. And then the United Nations. The people want the United Nations, America, Russia. Now when did they talk? Now the United Nations talk. The United Nations came out. It's a talking shop.
No. You
don't see United Nations do one thing, right? Only 5 people, they be veto. Anything they say there. If America say, if everything say, everybody say yes, America say no. No. If Russia say no.
No.
That's not the place to go. If you want to get a meaningful impact, you go tell America. Because America might be number 1 now. You see, when America tell Iran, say, may they stop, they not stop.
The big brothers of the whole world, that's America.
Today,
the brothers of the whole world.
Exactly. Now, they tell Israel and Palestine, say, they kill themselves since. Until Donald Trump tell them, say, if you not do this, what are they doing now? They're sitting there writing new chapter for the place. Because you know what America will do? They go come beat you. No one can beat you. The only people that can beat Tinubu if this uncivilized way doesn't, because now this is an uncivilized government. So we need an uncivilized approach. It's for America to tell us, hey,
yes,
America can't so love Nigeria. Can't genuinely want her. Can't want all of them. There will be free and fair election. And once election is announced, it will be because otherwise, Tinubu knows that they'll call arrest her. This Europe, yes, when they can't take treatment, so enough you come again. He doesn't want that. They will arrest her here.
And if you don't go, you don't go survive. You see the problem? Because for here, we don't go treat them. We don't get hospitals to treat them.
It is even shameful. It is even shameful for a president to leave his country all in the name of treatment, going outside to seek for a solution outside. Whereas your country, you're a president of a country, you can't even get
their wife did there. Their wife did there. If you ask this man, make her ask her first, where Atiku and his wife did? And they Dubai. During the election, Atiku will come back. Atiku is more in Dubai. Make her hear say Tinubu family in Nigeria, we go commit suicide. If they're not, that's why you see that man that made the boyfriend for there. He get house. He get house for now they tell us, so whatever they tell us, say see the man when you go get for that. What did they have to do for that? Now your money, you work for her. I can a village fool like a wicked have a house there. Where did he make the money? They say we could not talk. If we talk this one, they'll call arrest of all of us. Now, under the Freedom of Information Act, sir, give us how you make the money that you used to buy the house. You never talk that one. You they tell us, say, we don't speculate, we don't standardize your name. They tell us how you take make the money.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Now what they're dealing with somebody that understand the law. The way that they do that one, me and they come. Before you go fight me, I go fight you first. I will ask for your under the Freedom of Information Act, I go ask you, where did you get that money? Where does the money come from? If you not talk, then we get problem. In fact, I go drag you. See, Nigeria, I'm not saying this again. Nigeria, we can only solve our problem in 2 ways, which I've said on this show today. either the barbaric way or the civilized way. The civilized way now to allow the civilized people, give them, that is, we empower the civilized sector of our governance. Who are the civilized sector? The judiciary. They understand the law. A court don't misbehave. I don't know about Nigeria today. A court is trained to respect. That's why they say the hope of the common man is the judiciary. The court is the last hope. You understand? If we empower them and make them to run INEC for us, and the police also, then we are safe. That is not, that is, the executive must not pay them. They must have enough power to counter the executive. They can order the arrest of anybody. Because you know what Tinubu will do? Tinubu will say, make the police go arrest you. At that time, they no more have that power to arrest. Today now, the executive can ask, a governor of Delta State has ordered that a journalist should be arrested. And the boy is facing criminal charges now. I don't know what he did. But you know what? It's not your power anymore. It is now be left to the judicial arms of the Delta State to order his arrest. Then that is when they will begin. Maybe if we don't have that, you know the second approach, now to go Don Valley for America, beg them, say, we are living in an uncivilized state. Come and help us in an uncivilized way. Then say, if anyone that misbehave, you now become our policeman. We need an external police force, which is going to be America, to warn that anybody, any attempt or group of attempts, that's what we're talking for school in those days, on an attempted attempt or a calculated attempt to win the election, will they watch you? You know what will happen? Maybe all of them will fall in line. The only person where they fear, not Donald Trump. Let me repeat. Even Britain, they fear Donald Trump. The whole world, they fear Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump withdraw, will take all of them. Now, hear what they talk. If we want to save Nigeria, now to beg Donald Trump, make it say, we surrender the policing of our election to you. Save us. If you truly love us, save us. But we don't want anything more. What Nigeria needs right now is a free and fair election. We're not going to get it with beavers. Technology is not going to give it to us. Let me tell you this, Mary. During the Abiola election, people not use beavers, so they stand. The election was free and fair. Is that not what they say? They never born at that time. During the second the Abiola election that was annulled, it was people were not even using paper to vote. There was no beavers. People stand on the line and they will count them. That was how it was done. And that election was said to be the most free and fair elections in Nigeria. No technology. You know, so you don't need technology to win the election. We can do it. We can only do it because, you know why? The military were not coming there. The military were at the end of going. So they wanted to give power. And they conducted this one, which would have been the best thing Babangida would have done for us. You know what they did? Because their game plan didn't work. They thought Tofa was going to win Abiola. As soon as Tofa didn't win, they were upset. They start misbehaving. That's how they turned the election. Can you imagine now? So the umpire was not the guy that conducted the election. It was the superpower, which was our military. That was why they could do so. So if we're going to have a free and fair election in Nigeria, no, we will need a superpower policeman. Somebody more powerful than the Nigerian state. The military are not there. Because the military now, they are not controlled by Tinubu. So we need America or one superpower to say, if you don't do this, if you try to change the result of the election, we're coming for you. And you will see results. It will flow nicely. But the civilized way and the lasting way of doing it is what I have suggested today. Allow the judiciary. Let me repeat that. The civilized way is to allow the judiciary. Let me repeat. Allow the judiciary to be independent. They should have their own money. They should have an executive arms of government. Let me bring my guests in. I'll put it this way. They should have the judiciary. The judiciary, who are they? Who are they? Why the judiciary made it? Because I said the judiciary should vote themselves into power. Only the educated ones, only the lawyers, if you have been admitted into the law, the bar association, once you join the bar association, then you can vote in that election. Then the judges, the old ones, these are the people, they come out, they contest, and somebody will become the president of the judiciary, or whatever you call it, the chief justice of the federation. And then they will set up different ministries. One of the most important ones will be election ministry, another one will be the one of policing. And of course, they have the court already. Only those three is enough to restore Nigeria. Because when we have that, the police is now controlled by who? The judiciary. People that understand the law. The INEC is now controlled by the judiciary. And then the court is now controlled by the judiciary. You know why everybody can say go to court? Maybe. You know what they tell you? Go to
court.
See?
Because they're not scared of the court.
Why? Because who controls the court?
It's them now.
Thank you. So by the time we have an enforced judiciary and who take control of their court, who take control of the police, who take control of INEC, everything don't settle. I'm going to release this like a paper today. And I'm going to write it openly to Nigerians. It's an open letter for everybody to read. And it's like an academic journal anyway. What I'm saying mainly is this, that if we can be brave enough to say, okay, now this is our problem. We know technology is not going to solve the problem because human beings they're gonna infiltrate it. Like Beavers would have been a perfect thing. But look at what happened. Do you have hope in Beavers now? No, it's not our fault because they bastardized Beavers. Nigerians are no more hopeful. If we can restore this, how are you going to restore it? You know, a place where you lose an election, they say go to court. Because they know you can't do anything in the court. The court is in their pocket. So if we are clever, we're going to say, okay, today, we're going to reinforce the civilized arms of government. The only arms of government that is not part of this thing we are talking about is the judiciary. They are deprived like us. Let me put it this way. You don't see them. They are not important. If there are three arms of government, where is the judiciary? They don't exist. They simply don't exist in Nigeria. That's why we are where we are. You have a problem, you can't go to court and get justice. You have anything, you can't call the police to do the right thing for you. Now, INEC will always do things for those that appoint them. Why? Because they are being paid by one man, the presidency. We need to turn that around. I can tell you, like I said, the people in the Senate, they don't like Tinubu self. But they cannot say, if they say so, what will happen to them? Their money will be cut. A girl protested in the Senate. What happened to her? A lady, she said she talked about sexual harassment. The matter just came and gone. 6 months suspension. Anything happened? She not go court. Did Natasha not go to the court?
She did.
What happened, Mary?
She was suspended.
Let me tell you another example. Lady Mary, the last time we heard, Tinubu, in a military fashion, suspended the governor of Rivers State. Nothing happened. Even before the court could hear the matter. 6 months don't pass. Go to where? Go to the
courts.
Mary, imagine, say the judiciary is in charge of the court, not be the Tinubu.
That decrease.
In fact, there would have been judgment.
That decrease, so.
Yes.
I'm still wondering, even if these judiciary are allowed to perform their duties, you don't forget that they are still human beings who are going to perform these duties.
That's true.
Are you saying that these human beings in this judiciary cannot be controlled by Tinubu, or Tinubu cannot put his own people in that judiciary post of duty?
Let's put it
So
this way. Let me answer your question. You answer a very intelligent. That's a very intelligent question. Let me say this: the judiciary are not just people on the street. They are lawyers. They are trained lawyers. You understand? People who are already barristers from above. Those are people. You join the bar. That's when you can be part of that judiciary. So not everybody can go there. So Tinubu will have to work hard to go and buy them. Number two, the only reason why Tinubu can control today is because of the money. It's not even power. Money. If they buy it, when you get the kind of money when Nigerian government will give you, your head will be bust. Who has the money?
Tinubu.
If the money is not with Tinubu, if these people are paid, I ask you one question. You think say people when they see when they have friends, they like Tinubu, you deceive yourself. The only reason they play along the line so the money will reach them. If the legislative arm are getting their own money without Tinubu interference, they for not listen to Tinubu, you for not hear on your mandate we shall stand. They for tell Tinubu, no, we don't want this. But who pays the judicial? Who pays the legislative arms?
Tinubu.
So you see the wahala one will get. The money should be separated. The money going to the judicial arm should go. The one going to the executive should go. The one going to the legislative arm should go. Tinubu, you are in charge. You still have the economy to run. But once the money comes, it should be shared according to the arms of government. That's the law. It's not about what I want. It's the law. Now, until Nigeria adjusts to that, we are running a very uncivilized approach. The uncivilized approach can only be solved with an uncivilized way. Bring another person. Somebody when get power past Tinubu because Tinubu not get power. 12. Tinubu then misbehave because he in Nigeria. If he cross that border, he not get power. Tinubu meet me here. Me, I go be doing something here.
Daddy Chris. Daddy Chris.
Ma.
Okay.
Daddy Chris.
You want our president something? I better not do anything, no.
No, what I'm saying is the law. You see, let me put it this way. Our guy, our former deputy Senate president, where they now? They prison for here. Now, many senior brother with that one.
Senator Eke Perumadu.
Now your state.
Thank you, sir. Here we go. If you still join one of the husbands, no problem.
I'm not saying I don't give you to that one. That one they please.
Okay.
Anyway, that one not get money to give you now. What did he do? If na Nigeria the guy for they were not if they for not hear that case. But where is he now?
If they house now, or you go to travel around, if I don't come
but where is they now? Where is they?
Prison.
No, not best. But then my brother, they try Ibori case around the whole world until this year. Where enter? They don't. The judiciary here, they don't give a damn who you are. That's why they can do their job. They still have some influence. Don't forget. But they do their job. You can't just buy them over. Me and Tinubu if we get case here, we go talk. Judge will listen to two of us as two human beings. Nigeria will say go to court. Because the court belongs to the executive. Call the police. The police will take police arrest you. You know what the EFCC is doing now? EFCC is police. EFCC will pursue only those. And I quote, stand to be corrected, EFCC. Mona correct me. Until when I finish Okowa case, me I'm not get issue. EFCC will pursue those who are not in APC right now. Because the moment you cross carpet, you are baptized. All the money you thief is forgiven. Otherwise, where is the 1.3 trillion naira that Okowa was accused of? What happened to the case? It was there.
It is forgotten. That case don't lost. That case don't finish. Don't go. Don't end. Yes, man. Don't finish.
What's it? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's why America they talk. See what I'm saying? there will be no justice in our land until the judiciary is free. The freedom of the judiciary is my freedom, it's your freedom. It's the freedom of the president. You know what I said to him? Mr. Tinubu might think he's winning now. One day you go live there, another person go enter. What will happen? The person will use it against you too. It is better for everybody if we do it right now. Another person will become president. High years 20, 30, something. Tinubu go down their house. Have you seen what they did to former President Obasanjo? They raided his library. Raided him. If you know when the power, he was waiting at the corner. They quoted so. I better tell me the no.
They raided. So they raided his library. So EFCC should continue to do their operation in the midnight as court now. Their job is it a midnight job? They raided his library. So EFCC should go into someone's organization in the midnight
anytime.
Maybe. So that people will not be able to differentiate them and robbers.
Now Batman, now they do night work.
So yes,
they be Batman.
You know me. Anytime when police they come arrest you here, now when they know so they will get you, now they will come.
Seems that the
they don't need to come.
You know, it's
when
one thing to lose.
Police not they come meet you when you are ready. They come when you are less prepared. They have to strategize. I don't care when they raid. The question is the raid genuine? You know what I say to people? Oh, the government is against me. Did you commit the crime? Because the same government, don't forget who set up EFCC. Now, Obasanjo. Now the EFCC now they can't use against us. So Tinubu now say the same thing when they do now.
They power again now.
Now they talk. One day you go come out, they go use them against you.
Yes.
Okowa still get power now.
What they don't know.
I think if you want to make Okowa mess for body now, you go say Tinubu they come. The man go the mess. You don't know what Tinubu want to. The fear of Tinubu now at the beginning of wisdom. But now for some time.
You know say if you want oppose Tinubu before by being a vice president to PDP now. Vice president to Atiku. Yes, Atiku. If you want oppose Tinubu. So now as it don't work, you don't go join this thing.
No, if you not join. If you not join, for nowhere they now.
As you say Tinubu won't even put her for minds before. If you tell us it be you never be the vice president.
Tinubu na wise man. Tinubu won't win the next election 2027. Yes. He need data state.
Yes, so he won't use all of them. Everybody.
So Tinubu love us well. No, but Tinubu want to win Delta State. He knows that the stability of Delta State is still there small Okowaha. Make him not fight. Tinubu not ready to fight until he win the election.
Yes.
The man is not fighting.
Hey. And when he go ready to fight now.
That was not because the man Tinubu get by.
When they go ready
Tinubu will say you run, you go run. Tinubu na very strong mind. One that they see there so. If Tinubu want to do anything, they go do. You know they look face. The only reason the man quiet, he won't win the next election. So all of them when they come now, they laugh. But what I'm saying to Tinubu at the end, after some years, your own go come out. And then you will be vulnerable. So why not do it right now? So that the country will be good for everybody, for our children. So we have a legacy, we have a structure that is working for everyone. Not for only those in power. Because your power time will come out. But what they carry body now? In time goes to finish. Nothing lasts forever. And by the time it's finished, what will happen to you? You go begin carry wish you will say na wish cause. Because I told Nigeria no. Nigeria never see anything past waiting wish cause. But now we cause. We can save Nigeria today. Yes. Only two arms of government must be free. The court must be free. The police must be free. The umpire of our election must be free. We must free them from cage. We must bring police from. We not beat policemen as long as we are like. Police cannot do anything in the situation in Nigeria. One, they are not well paid. Their condition of work is they are not even well trained.
They are not well equipped as well. They are not well equipped.
I said, me, I go police station for Ajangbade. One Moses Jesus, she dey outside. They fight. Now they arrest and come. If you see the guy in a wasted person, police is facing a lot of work. They not get light too. The police station not get light.
Danny Chris, you say police station no get light. Have you been to NEPA office? NEPA office they run gen. They run generator.
The whole NEPA office, we're in trouble.
NEPA office they run generator. So is it police
station? No light too.
You know, and make a shock now. If we do things right, all these things will be resolved in matter of seconds. If they tell and say some of the money, some people even want me like nowadays, so they go sell generator. Some people are benefiting from our debt. As people they die, people are making money.
Yes.
And it will take us to say no, and it's going to be a collective effort. And like I said, this issue of where we're facing now, what can you do in next election? Who will deploy the policemen to your booth? Not be Tinubu. So Tinubu go tell them, may they go beat the people. And they go help them carry the result. Go change that. The policemen are there, they could change the result. When they don't pay them. So we are in a state where we need to be honest, we need to be sincere. We need to face the issue head on. And the issue we are facing, I'm going to try and end up this show shortly. It's a very severe one. We can solve Nigeria problem by ourselves. That is, if we can devise the means to make the judiciary, make I bring them back. When I come back, to make the judiciary, these guys, may I made them occupy the full screen. If these guys can be independent, nobody pay them. They get themselves into office through their own elections. And they stand to work for us. Then in turn, because this is a very simple arithmetic, once we get them there, they now will not be the one to conduct the election by running INEC. They will make sure the court is free and fair so that any court case will go there and they will expedite. They will give judgment. And another thing, they will control the police. So nobody can use the police against them. When you have these three arms concentrated with them, the executive is still powerful. The executive control the military. They control the Air Force. So there's separation of power, my people. You can't give all the power to the executive and you expect it to run differently. That's why on your mandate we shall stand. These are people these are powerless. If they're not sing on your mandate we shall stand, they will be removed. Or there will be no food for them. Do you want them to die? So why they go church, they go pray? For what's not going to happen? I bet we could deal with our reality small. Like I said, I stand to be corrected. If you listen to Buhari, Buhari said, good luck, Jonathan knew what he was told. If you hear them, you say good luck saying that Obama wanted him out of power. That was not true. Obama, in his time, warned that any attempt or group of attempt or an attempted attempt to frustrate the election or refuse to hand over, that person will be dealt with. The American soldiers were ready. Either we hear that again in 2027 or we forget it. But from what I can see, this judiciary, they are handicapped. But if the judiciary have their own money, the money coming to them is not controlled from the presidency. They are in charge of these three arms of government. I swear, Nigeria, things will just fall into shape. If you go to court, you get judgment. The police can arrest you and respect your rights and make sure you are dealt with, no matter who you are. And the country don't solve now. Our problem is resolved. I'm going to release it like a paper book for academic report for children who want to write this so they can use them as references. And my argument is not drawn from anywhere. And from what I'm saying today, it's not even practiced anywhere in the world. We don't have a place where they have a strong judiciary in the world. It's not there. You know, they are always intermixed and all that. And there's always this problem we're talking about now. Just because they are civilized and they have other stronger institutions, they are able to survive. It will not happen in Africa. Africa needs a strong judiciary. I'll continue to preach that. If we have a strong judiciary, that is a judiciary that elects themselves, well funded, not from the executive, not from the legislative, and they control the police, they control our election, and they control the court, there will be sanity in our land. There is no miracle else. You don't get another miracle when you want to preach that's going to save Nigeria today. If this is not in place, then let's beg America to come and warn them that you now need a superpower to control it. Like I said, had Obama kept quiet, Goodluck would have run the election and he would have remained there. And it's not a bad thing to remove Goodluck from power. If he was there, in fact, celebrating corruption, then Goodluck is thinking, well, I saw him giving brilliant speeches. He forgot all that when he was in power. Goodluck was a waste of space. Let me repeat that. A complete waste of space while he was in power. The man was a waste of space. Under Goodluck's eye, the level of corruption in Nigeria was amazing. No reasonable power. International organization will allow that to stay. And then Buhari came. Same thing, something. So when the same thing, my father never tell me one word. Let me say this, and I never forget that till tomorrow. For those of you, my father said, if you marry one wife, you say she's not good. You marry two, you say she's not good. You marry three, it's not good, then you are not good. So if we do one system, it's not working. We do the same thing, it's not working. Then something is wrong. Let's correct it. My father was saying, I should correct my attitude as I deal with women. That's exactly what I'm saying to Nigerians. We need to correct this now, before it's too late. We are in a beautiful position. It's a lovely country. It's a beautiful land, like Tinubu said. But it can only be beautiful if we can administer ourselves. If, like I said, my message to Tinubu and Oboriwori, let me say to this. You guys are in power now. Learn from your predecessors. Goodluck is not thinking well. Why all of a sudden he's not thinking well? He now have a foundation. The last one he hosted in Ghana, I was so proud of him to listen to him. But he was not the same person we had when he was president. Goodluck, no. He wasn't the same man. And because when you are there, you're always deceived. Buhari was the same thing. Until he went to his village. Now he can't say, things not be like that. Because he could be arrested. The city president could arrest you. But the judiciary will never arrest you unjustly. Unless you do something wrong, they will never use the police to arrest you. Where they won't carry you go, they don't carry you to the executive. They bring you to the court. So the essence of arresting you to bring you to face the law. That's the job of the police, to bring you to face the law. They are civilized people. They're not military men. That's why the police must be under the judicial arms of government, not under the executive. The police arrest and they will quote you your constitutional right. You can remain silent. And you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say might be used against you in the court of law. That is the code for arrest. The code for arrest. And it's a meaningful one. Because they are civilized. You see the law? Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You are being arrested to where? To go and face the law. That is what the judiciary are taught to train. That's what they do. And they control the court. If the court now interpret the law to the letter, then there's justice for everyone. That's where we're going to where we're going. Until we respect and we try and reform the structure to give judiciary the place they belong, we are in trouble. There's no miracle that's going to do it. It's not going to happen by magic. I know most of this I talk about today, I'm reluctant to talk about it. But one, I'm wondering the people I'm talking to. I can assure you only 20% of Nigerians will understand in details what I'm trying to talk about today. So for the remaining 2 minutes that I'm going to be here, or 5 minutes, I'm going to speak pidgin, whether I can make sense. A little bit. You know, so I will take pidgin in the talk and then I'll close the show. They say that 3 people now they run government, 3 of either era. They laugh. These are about women. Eh? But I know say when you get women like from Asaba, what you get, they will break your heart. They break my heart 24/7.
This one now, only you they speak. There's 3 language that you they speak. So from English to Pidgin to Robo. Now Robo now you want to hands down.
Nigeria.
I said some people. That's why they come. When I don't invest, I said take Robo tell her. You understand? That I don't vex. If I say take Robo tell her, maybe say no say that please don't vex. Meaning all I'm saying, the person is not listening. So I'm trying to say it so that Nigerians will understand what I'm saying today. That the problem we have can be solved, but it can only be solved by only enforcing the judicial arm. That is the judges. I want to describe the judicial arm, and they look for the Pidgin English for that one. We don't already hear say we get Chief Justice. Who is the Chief Justice of the Federation? Gloria. Because I know the name of the Chief Justice. Myself, I don't know. I don't have the name of the Chief Justice of Nigeria in my head. Somebody that is most important, the head of the 3rd arms of government. But who is Akpabio? Nanua. Who is President Tinubu? Nanua. Now we'll go to Delta State. Who is the governor? Unanua. Who is the speaker? Unanua. Who is the chief judge of Delta State? Unanua. It's not rocket science. But there are supposed to be 3 arms of government. One is missing. And the one that is missing is what I'm saying is the civilized, is the most important arm of government. They are the stable ones. The other one, they come and go. The judiciary, they don't come and go. They are there. They don't come there by law. They come there by training. You don't just become a judge. You become a judge because you went through a training and you've gone through some process. I'm not saying Nigeria now, they change that now. But imagine a normal system where this works. The judiciary is the most important arm of government. And until we get that bit right, we are in trouble. So I'm going to say that I am proposing 2 things for Nigerian election 2027. Now I bring these guys back. Now I remove these guys. Now I bring this Baba. Nigerians, it is not Professor Joash. In the second name, now Joseph. Now that time you will say Ojo na Yoruba man. Ojo, because I'm from Ojo, my Ojo and Ojo na the same thing. Ojo na Yoruba name. So anyway, Tinubu will not. Now why not remove that middle one? Make we see this na Kogima. Say na Afema na Ibi. So the man a Yoruba man. Anyway, maybe don't talk at first. If you go that place, like either you be Yoruba or you be this. So now we know say Kogi na Yoruba. Anyway, I'm going to say this and I'm going to shut up. Welcome back, young women. When break my heart, only God now they see they keep this my heart now. But this show ends in 2 minutes and it has to be so. What I'm saying is Joash cannot do this. Beavers cannot do this. There's nothing that's going to make 2027 a free and fair election if we don't correct our loopholes. The loopholes is either we fix the judiciary or we invite Donald Trump to come and oversee it. That Donald Trump know what to do. He know how to speak to Tinubu. He go call arrest him. He go call pick him like fly. That's the only language they understand. Donald Trump go say, "Una get to our country, so una get our independence. Where did we make her come? Unless somebody promise an oil. Say, if you do this one for us, una go control our oil for some time. But then unless Donald Trump currently like us, he say be Christian, they can't help us. The only person that can threaten Tinubu to listen is Donald Trump. And let me tell you, the only reason Goodluck Jonathan handed over was Obama's intervention. What me any day. They were warned that if you attempt to do anything wrong, we will come and pick you. If we want to have a free and fair election, these guys must be warned. Nigerians, let's cry out. Let Donald Trump come and help us. Because that man na baba, in fact, now somebody went to understand law too much. Because they go and catch him. If they take Donald Trump swear for you, it be like say they take Abacha swear for you. You know, Abacha, then they take and swear for person. If you put Donald Trump like juju for anywhere, you not go pass there. In those days, when you no one make you then do anything, you put one kind juju there. Put Donald Trump anywhere, Tinubu not go pass there. So if we want to be free, maybe we take Donald Trump, said the juju, to correct. You know, Mary, now don't make a tell man, when will they grow up? You get the orange where they have. You know, say, children will go pluck other people orange. Now only one thing that they do, will not go touch them again. They'll come put juju for the orange. The juju not go kill you, but if you see him, you don't go touch that orange. They say they put juju for that orange, not touch them.
Oh, let's tie red clothes. No, tie red clothes for.
You know my daughter.
Yes.
You understand? Once you see her, you go wrong. So you know the red cloth we need to tie for Nigeria now, Donald Trump. If you plan Donald Trump as our juju, I swear, Tinubu and all of them go behave. The same way I tell my just say, if I want Oboriwo to make it behave, just plant Tinubu for one place. Oboriwo go begin behave in Jesus' name. Listen, I'm going to end the show here, my guys. My time is over. 1 hour 30 minutes is my time today. You guys can stay with us, and as we come with the second aspect of another beautiful show for you guys, which is called the newspaper review. My guests are tired. I know they're going to take about 20 minutes break before we're going to have the newspaper review. They should have a break. Thank you very much for joining us, and I will not delight. I will allow Asaba to end the show. Maybe no. Let's have end the show for once. Edit. Can you close this show for us? Over to you guys.
Okay, so Nigerians, please, let's do our best, especially in the forthcoming election. Go out to vote your conscience, and we hope for a better Nigeria.
Okay, Bria, this would be a good place to wrap up the show on State of the Nation on African Renaissance Television. Just like Daddy Chris said, stay tuned. We'll be back in 20 minutes' time with the newspaper review.
See, normally Abuja can have problem. Why is it the very minute Abuja want to do this, that's when they sign them off? Anyway, in that case, we're going to go have a little quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Where every day feels like a vacation, your personal sanctuary, where life happens. Experience true comforts with SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Asaba. Welcome to SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. The upgrade you deserve, where life happens. Elevate your every day with SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Asaba. The perfect blend of style and comfort, modern interiors, fully furnished unique apartments, ultimate comfort, 24/7 security. Your peace of mind is assured with our security, CCTV surveillance, high-speed Wi-Fi, fully equipped kitchen, smart TV, air conditioning, cars to take you around town, and lots more. And guess what? Are you a filmmaker? Are you in Asaba and its environs? Are you planning to shoot in Asaba? Come to SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment with your ideas and go home with a movie. We have the state-of-the-art equipment. We have different types of cameras. We also have some of the cast and crew to actually deliver you a project. We have editing facilities for you. We also have our captivating equipped studio for content creators and producers. Book of this